Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle with Sunstones and Moonlight, bringing you a daily message from the divine. Let's see what Spirit has for us today. I brought out a few different decks. I'm not sure how many we're going to be using, but I have a few here that I brought out. And let's get into this and see what Spirit has for us. I call upon my angels, I call upon the white light to come into this reading to bring messages of guidance, confirmation, healing, hope, answers to questions. Thank you that I am a clear and concise channel to deliver the messages that the viewer needs to hear. Thank you for messages of guidance and confirmation. Nine of Water. First card out, usually the strongest. Six of Air. Ace of Fire. Let's grab one more. The Star. Wow. First row is looking good. As our overall energy, we have the Magician. Wow, same as the last reading I did too. Very interesting. Okay. And underneath that we have the King of Earth, the Nine of Air, Queen of Water, Messenger of Water. Okay. So right away, what I'm getting with the Nine of Water, I'm getting feelings of contentment and happiness. You're just so overjoyed that there may be something that has been really working out for you, and it could be things that you've been manifesting and you've been really doing the inner work on yourself, which of course brings in the contentment, because when you are happy within yourself, then it makes everything else so much greater, so much sweeter. And these little bubbles here, it looks like they just remind me of like little bubbles of love. So a lot of you have been really working on your self-love, and that is really important. And then with the Six of Air, right away when I was getting with this is that you are moving on from something that has maybe been holding you back. It could be a mindset, it could be a person that you are just moving away from. You're cutting ties, or you're getting away from it. And for some of you, you may actually again be moving. Some of you may have to make a move. You could be making a move in your career. You could also be making a move in your personal life, your spiritual life. You're moving to where things are a little bit easier, a little bit calmer, and it helps when you've been doing the work and you have been working on yourself and manifesting really the life that you desire. And there's times you have to move away from other people who maybe don't see you how you are now. Sometimes people only remember us for our past. They don't always remember us for who we are now. And a lot of people have changed. And you have changed. You have grown. And in that self-love that you're having, like, that is really what I'm getting here. There is so much self-love that you have for yourself. And you have worked on this. This isn't something that came easily for you. Some of you had to really put in the work. You spent a lot of time with the divine. You spent a lot of time on your own by yourself. Some of you have even sought actual counseling, and that has helped you tremendously. You've read books, you've watched other online videos of different people on how to manifest the law of attraction, and it has really brought you to a great place. But now you are ready to move on. You're ready to move and start something new. With the Ace of Fire here, it's definitely something is about to be made available to you. I think a new opportunity is coming in, definitely with creativity and something that's going to ignite your passion and ignite your fire. And some of you really need that because maybe you really felt like your life was like the status quo. And there's nothing wrong with the status quo, but it was really stifling you and who you have become and who you have turned yourself into. And you have been creating a new reality for yourself. And then with the star card here, the star is so beautiful. It's about you deserving the recognition that you do deserve. Now, it may come from those that are closest around you. This may even come from the divine. Like all of a sudden, you just have this sense of that love and that hope that you've been putting into yourself here. It is now shining outward. You are allowing others to see who you truly are, and you're being recognized for it, whether you're being recognized on your job, in your home life, your family life, maybe friends and family, but you have such an inner brilliance that is just popping through. And it is an awesome place to be. It is such a wonderful thing that you have been manifesting. And you've been really working on this. This isn't something, and your manifestations are coming true, so be very aware of your thoughts. And the month of March is very much about getting things in order. A lot of things will be coming through for love lives for a lot of people, and a lot of people, especially towards the end of the month, really pay attention to your finances and different things like that. Try not to overspend, because sometimes we get so happy that we just kind of lose control with our spending, but try not to do that. But manifest things, and you're manifesting it all. Yeah, 8 Earth. Like I was saying, that you have really been manifesting this self-love, this contentment, this desires, what you've been really wanting in your life. You have been doing the work. You have been doing that inner work. You've also been doing the outer work. Just remember not to work so hard on your physical jobs that, and it's good to work. I am kind of a little bit of a workaholic myself, so it's good to work, but don't work to the point where you're burning yourself out. But it is good that you have been doing the time. You've been really paying attention to your own needs, and you've been really focused on that, and you've been really doing phenomenal with that. Temptation. Yeah. Don't let somebody draw you back in. You know, as you're trying to move away and step away and move to calmer waters and changing your mindset and becoming enlightened, and maybe even if you are moving away, don't allow someone to tempt you to stay. Don't fall back into old habits, is what I heard. Don't allow that to happen. Old habits, they're hard, but don't let that draw you back in. Messenger of fire, Knight of Wands. Yeah, with that double fire energy right there, this Knight of Fire, this Messenger of Fire, you have some really good things coming your way, excitement and passion, and it's going to start moving very quickly. Your creative efforts are going to start coming in fast, and you're going to be full of ideas and almost to the point where you can't contain them. And it's a very exciting time, and allow that part of you to shine. Like over here, that inner brilliance that I was talking about. 7 of Earth, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. You have been patiently waiting for this, and it's manifesting now, and sometimes you didn't see it before, but it's coming now. And if you're not seeing it, you're still kind of in the 7 of Earth phase. And also with it being here next to the Messenger of Fire, just if you don't see things happening right away, sometimes the Messenger of Fire can, kind of just abandon the situation because it's not moving quick enough or fast enough for their liking. That, sometimes like when you're growing something, the roots grow first before you see the sprouts on the top. So for some of you, you really need to bear that in mind. If you're not seeing things happen as quickly as you would like, that's when you just remember, come back to self-love, come back to working on yourself, come back here. Don't get caught up over here where you just go, well, it's not working, it's not coming fast enough for me. And realizing that, good things take time. That's what I heard. Good things take time. Four of fire. So we got the four wands here. So there'll be a time of celebration and joy and happiness, especially, and you should be celebrating yourself. You should be celebrating that joy and the contentment and the work that you've done. Celebrate that maybe you are overcoming this temptation as people try to maybe pull you back in, pull you back. So that happens a lot. When you change your life and you change your lifestyle, some of the old people, there's nothing wrong with them, but they are where they are in their journey and you are where you are. And it is time for you, as you move on, celebrate that. And if they can't celebrate that with you, if they can't celebrate the success that you're having, then it's time, this Six of Air, to move away from them. And you don't do it out of anger. You don't have to speak negatively over anybody. You can just quietly move away, because maybe when they see your success, they see how well you're doing, it might give them the opportunity to start doing things a little bit different themselves. And then they will, in turn, maybe they will rise up to meet you. So don't cut it always as a loss, but you can put space. Ace of Air. Yeah. Clarity of thought and mind, and to remain clear and to listen to the divine as all of this is going on, especially when it comes to the temptation here. Listen to your analytical mind. Listen to the truths being spoken, because if you take the time to listen, you will hear them. You will hear, maybe if somebody's trying to tempt you, if you listen closely, you'll realize the real words that they are saying to you. Are they really have your best interests at heart? At least at that current moment, they may not. But you will have that clarity, that clear thought, that precision, and you'll be able to move away from it. Like, I love this. This Pegasus is moving away from it. Moving away from anything dense. The light is under her feet and pushing her forward. And that is what you would like. Page of Water. I really like this. This is about you being not only creative, but really coming into your childlike wonder, as especially in here with the Messenger of Fire and the Ace of Fire. This Page of Water is asking you to, obviously open up to love if there's a love interest here, but there is about grasping onto that innocence, and it helps you to be able to push forward, especially with this Messenger of Fire, where sometimes, if things are not going their way real quick, they're out of here. That Page of Water helps you to bring back that innocence that you need at the same time, and it helps you bring that creativity and that passion off the ground. It keeps you more even tempered and more stable. Too much water, it puts out the fire. Too much fire, and it makes the water boiling hot. So you want to get that to that nice, beautiful area. And this is a perfect balance. And because you've been doing the work over here, it makes it very likely over here. And to feel that beautifulness, I go within and remember what it's like when things were more pure and easy, and you believed. Maybe you believed your dreams, your thoughts, and then life gets in the way and it kind of pulls things away from you. Four of Air, Four of Swords. Sometimes you have to take the mental break, especially with so much going on here with the Star card and the Seventh of Earth, especially with the Seven of Earth. If you feel the need, like you're not seeing things move quick enough with the Messenger of Fire and the Seven of Earth, and you're getting impatient, go within. Rest your mind. Because sometimes the growth happens in the quiet. Growth happens over here in the dark when you don't see it coming. It happens, obviously plants grow with the sunlight, but then when they take the break at night, sometimes that's when the magic begins, and because you don't see it. And for some of you, you need to take that time of going within that restful period, especially with so much going on here, and you're put out on a stage with the star card, and people are looking to you, and they see you as somebody who's so vibrant and so exciting. And sometimes you need to pull yourself back so that way you can remain with your self love and working on yourself. That is the reminder to rest. So you need to take the rest, especially with the Seven of Earth, the Four of Air. Find that time to rest. I am going to grab a couple of these Sacred Destiny Oracles. Let's pull on this Seven of Earth. What is this Seven of Earth about? Gateway. And I like that. Here is a unicorn, and then over here we have the Pegasus. So for some of you, horses may be very relevant. Maybe it's your spirit animal. For some of you, horses and obviously unicorns and Pegasus, you're very unique, but at the same time, they are very freedom loving, and they're very kind, nurturing animals. So some of you may be able to have to seek that. And then with it being a gateway here, this is a gateway to a new life. What you're working on over here is a gateway to something new, something that you have really thought about. And for some of you with the Page of Water, it's something that you thought about even in your youth. That's why you have to go back to your innocence, go back to that. Happiness. So whatever you're celebrating over here, it's going to bring you so much happiness, so much joy. The work that you've done on yourself, that's what you've created. Over here with this Four of Fire, Eight of Earth, and this Nine of Cups, you have brought in so much happiness for yourself. And for some of you, this could be a divine friend that has helped you along the way, maybe a divine counterpart. But for some of you, I'm seeing like a couple here. So that's someone that you've been working with, and maybe that's been helping you through. And maybe it's been a trusted friend. Or for some of you, this happiness could be, especially with the Four of Fire here, for some of you, a soulmate might be coming into your life now because you've done the work on yourself. Let's get a little something on this Temptation card. What is this Temptation card all about? Blessings. Yeah. See, someone has seen that you're being blessed, and they might be trying to pull you back the other way. Maybe some of it's out of jealousy. Maybe some of it is because you're moving on without them, and they're trying to pull you back in. And it's not always because they don't want you to receive the blessings, but they don't want you to move on without them. Whoever this is, a lot of you, I feel like it's friends and family. You know, it could be a divine counterpart, but I really feel like it's friends and family. And sometimes, you know, when you are the one breaking the mold, a lot of people are upset around you, but they are seeing your blessings. They're seeing the beauty that is growing around you, that the work that you've done on yourself, especially with these pink flowers. For whatever reason, these pink flowers are very much standing out to me. And it probably has a lot to do with that Seven of Earth, that things are growing for you. Things are changing. Your life is becoming better. Tell me a little bit about that Six of Air. What are you moving away from? Adventures. Yeah, you need to move towards new adventures, especially with it being next to this Eight of Fire here, Ace of Fire. Adventures, you're moving on. That's exactly, you want to move to different things, like I was saying. So this really makes a lot of sense because you want more out of life. and you're moving away from whatever's holding you back with the temptation, the people that are holding you back. And like I was saying with the status quo, it's not wrong to have the status quo, get married, have two children, the whole thing. That's not the part, but maybe you've moved beyond that. Maybe that's not what you want. Maybe you want to be, a photographer that, you know, takes photographs of wildlife in Africa. I don't know. I mean, that just came to mind for some reason. But for some of you, you want to do adventures, and maybe you need someone to do it with. And maybe your life is opening up for that, or you're going to open your life up for that. And it could also just be a best friend. It could be so many things, but you're ready to move to a life of adventure. And maybe you'll have a job that will allow you to do that. Tell me a little bit about this star card. It says stand still. What I'm getting at is allow. Stand still and allow people to give you the honor that you deserve. And for some of you, it could be when you stand still, they're able to see your beauty, your growth. They're able to see all that. Sometimes you have to come to a standstill for them to see it. But we already know that you're moving on here. So this standstill card, with it being pulled on the star card, allow them to see you for who you really are. Somebody who is up on stage or receiving recognition, they stand there and they allow it to filter through to them. That is what I'm getting with that. It may not be for everybody, it may not resonate for everybody, but that's what I'm getting with that. Stand still and allow them to give you the honor and the praise that maybe you deserve for working on yourself over here. Spirit, what else does the viewer need to know at this time? Nine of Cups again. Wow. That's awesome. Contentment, self-love, enjoying the moment, good things coming to you. Feeling it, allowing it to soak in. Queen of Wands. More fire energy. Charismatic. Allowing yourself to step out, allowing yourself to be in the spotlight. Queen of Wands loves the spotlight, and we have that with the star card over here. So the Queen of Wands, when she is in her light, she is one of the most wonderful people to be around. She just grabs you with her fire and just pulls you in, and you could just feel her warmth and her love. And everybody would love to be around her, and maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's who you are. Just work in your light, work and allow that light of the Queen of Wands to shine and filter through. Yeah, this is a rebirth and transformation with this Death card here, and we have it over here with the Messenger of Fire, the Ace of Fire. What did I get underneath that? The Page of Water. Yeah, you have really taken yourself to a whole new level. You have really rose from the ashes like this phoenix here. This is definitely Scorpio energy. So for some of you, you may have some Scorpio in your chart, but at the same time, this rebirth and transformation has taken you to a whole new level. You have definitely risen out of the ashes, and I love that. Look at all this fire around it. That is beautiful, that beautiful Mars energy, which again with that Queen of Wands. So a lot of you are really using that passion, that creativity, that fire that is within you, and you are using it to create yourself something new, especially with the Nine of Cups coming in 2 different times. So a lot of you are really that work that you've done over here, this Eight of Earth and Nine of Cups on this end. You have really brought yourself to a whole new level. You have, and you're enjoying your life. You are about to feel so happy and go on the adventures, and don't allow anybody to stop you. Let's grab one more. Eight of Wands. It's another travel card, especially with the gateway over here. We have adventures over here. Eight of Wands is also communication. For some of you, you might be having to use clear communication with setting up boundaries, setting up different things. For some of you, it will be traveling. It'll be moving. It'll be, especially the Six of Air over here. Again, it's going to bring excitement and passion because, again, we have wands and fire signs all around. So this is going to require communication, possibly some travel with this new adventure with the Ace of Fire and the Messenger of Fire. Let's grab one more. Seven of Swords. Yeah, be careful of deceitful people. Lying words. That's actually what I heard. Lying words. So especially over here with the Star card, be careful with the lying words. That might have something to do with this temptation over here as people try to pull you back. Because as you're moving forward, especially Eight of Wands, like I was saying, communication, careful of somebody's lying words. Because they might be using that to hold you back and to knock you off your pedestal. Because they don't like that you're there. They don't like that you're receiving the recognition that you deserve. And that might be why we got the standstill card. That might be the real reason. Is so that way when you're up on your stage and you're receiving what you're supposed to be receiving, pay attention. The standstill card is about paying attention to people's lying words that are around you. People who you think are your friends, but you'll know people. You'll know people by their words. You'll know people by their actions. People are known by their fruits. Wow. What a very interesting message today. Let's get a confirmation oracle to wrap up this reading for today. Thank you for all of those who are still watching and still listening. I am so grateful to all of my viewers, each and every one of you, especially those that have been with me from the beginning. Thank you to the Divine for a confirmation oracle for today. This is what dropped. And I am guided to take it, so I am going to take it. Community, number 8. Let's see what it says in the guidebook for today. Community, belonging, being seen, understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. The Oracle's message. This card signals a new affiliation with the group. Humans are social creatures and we need to know we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels, I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed. Wow. I think that makes so much sense because for some of you, you might have been in the background all along. And then now that you've done some work and you have moved up, it's your time to shine as the star in your community. That is such a beautiful, beautiful message for today. Well, thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. and turn your notification bells to all. And that way, every time I upload a reading, you can receive the notification and you may have messages for you. And if you subscribe to my channel or any channel, we become an energetic connection and more messages will be for you. Thank you so much for listening. Be blessed.